You are the chairman of the RNC and what's been probably the most exciting primary season in a long, long time. What was it like?
Well, I mean, it wasn't, I couldn't describe it as easy. It's something that I don't think too many people have experienced. I think it was full of drama. But drama's not bad, intrigue's not bad, as long as you manage it and you win. And people are attracted to drama and intrigue, so it's okay.
But how did you handle it personally? You have 16 Type A politicians at the top of their game.
Triple A.
Okay,
Right.
okay, okay. So how do you handle it?
Take a lot of hits.
Yeah.
You can't have a glass jaw, that's for sure. But you also know the role of the party. I mean, you have to be able to roll with the punches. A lot of communication, overly communicate, deal with one problem after the next without letting any one particular thing throw you off. But this certainly was a challenge.
You took over as chairman in 2011, and what I hear is that the party was in debt. It was like, you know, on its last legs, so to speak. What have you done since you got there?
When we walked in the door, we were $26 million in debt. Both credit cards were suspended for non-payment.
Are you kidding?
No.
Oh my God, I thought that was a joke.
No, that's true.
Wow.
We had about 80 employees, had to make payroll in about 4 to 5 days. Didn't really have the money, but we did manage. There's a lot more to it, but it was a problem. But you know, we worked very hard at rebuilding the party. We barely got ourselves put together again for Mitt Romney, but not where I think a national party needs to be. We're where we need to be today with a massive operation, and I think the biggest operation that any party's ever seen.
Now today you say you're in a strong position, and I've talked to the Trump campaign, and much of their campaign is actually being run out of the RNC. So what have you built?
We've built hundreds of people in the field. We've put over $100 million in new data. We've built new tools. We have a better system on the ground and communicating with voters and making sure that the data that we take from voters gets uploaded into our data file every day. We know everything about you, everything you buy and don't buy, what beer you drink, what wine you drink, what tires you bought from Costco. Whatever we need to know about a person, we're going to find it out and we're going to get it. Whether it be consumer data licenses, voter history, all kinds of things that you can find out about people to help you better market yourself or target voters to win an election. Now,
I've spoken to Donald Trump about you, and he says that you are part of his inner circle, which is not something you would expect a party chairman to be. How did your relationship come to this point after a rocky primary campaign when sometimes he was saying, I don't know if I trust the RNC and, you know, the blah, blah.
And I pushed back on some of that publicly, but and sometimes Donald Trump and I would talk about it. Like I'd be on TV refuting him and he'd be on TV refuting me, but we'd be talking sometimes about how we're refuting each other.
And what would you say though, if you're doing that?
I knew he had to, I get why he played those cards. But he also understands why I'm gonna support and back up the party and what we're doing. So, but to your point, how does it all work? I've known him for a long time, and so being chairman for 6 years. The truth is, I was close to everybody that was running. I wouldn't say close, but most of them actually had a pretty good relationship before they decided to run for president, after being chairman for that long. So I felt like I was actually friendly with many of the people running, and I was friendly with Donald too.
Now the convention is beginning. You're going to work your hardest to get Donald Trump elected. And did you think when you were a kid in Wisconsin, putting up yard signs, that one day you would be doing this?
You know, not particularly. I mean, I always was able to, through my parents, to dream about big things in life. So nothing ever seemed like I wouldn't be capable of doing something as big as this, but I don't really specifically map something out, but I know that the sky can be the limit for anybody in the country, and I believe that about myself.